What conjugation? So what conjugation always are you going to use if you're using... So you've just said, I got used to it, je m'y aurais. And I'm saying, no, right feeling, je m'y aurais. But what automatic auxiliary are you going to have if you're using reflexive?
Oh, shit, yeah. Okay,
So would you say that this is why this is worth doing this purely? So let's go again. So say for me,
yeah.
and let's do it with a verb, let's do it with two different verbs. So say for me,
Yeah.
Are you all right to go on a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay,
absolutely.
I want to get this done so that this is all good for next week. Right, so basically conjugate for me, quick as you can. Je me, tu te, il se, nous, nous, vous, vous, il se. Then go again with the en, then go again with the e. Off you go. So just the reflexives.
As in, je me suis, tu t'es.
Yeah, but I just want the no. I just want the je me. I want the je me. So all the way from top to bottom, then adding en, then adding e. So I'm going to hear 6 3 times. Off you go.
Je me, tu te, il se, nous, nous, vous, vous, il se.
Good, and as you're doing this, I want the same connection in the throat, so that when you add stuff, there's no reservation, so that you're always getting used to soldering words together. Good, now add the on the end.
Je m'en, tu t'en, ils sont, nous, nous en, vous, vous en, ils sont.
Good, now, so je me, again, now add the e on the end.
Je m'y, tu t'y, il s'y.
Eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me. Not, I can see what they're doing. Eyes on me. Je m'y, tu t'y, il s'y. Put the sound together. Hey, Mike, guess what? We're adding sound. Tu te plus e. Sound. Add sound together. Go.
Je m'y, tu t'y, il s'y. Nous, nous y, vous, vous y, il s'y.
Great. Give me the poetry past classic. Je me suis. Off you go.
Je me suis, tu t'es, il s'est, nous, nous sommes, nous. Oh my god. Yeah, nous, nous sommes, vous, vous êtes, ils se sont.
Good. A video which went up, speak English, Luke. A video which went up last week from me was about one trick to basically sound more French, but it's also a trick to basically stop you forgetting stuff, which is you're always going to have a resonation going on, whether it's a resonance, whether it's here or here. So as you're travelling through this, so je m'en suis, you've got je m'en suis. So you kind of get used to the geographical territory that you go through to say these sentences. Je m'y suis, like je m'y. So kind of learn the routes or the routes that for you. So you're kind of learning where did I go in my chest, from head to chest, where did it go? Right. So go again. So je me suis. Je me suis. Tu t'es. Il s'est. Nous nous sommes. Vous êtes. Il se sont. Now put in an on and go through all of those.
Je m'en suis. Tu t'en es. Je m'en suis. Tu t'en es. Ils sont nés. Nous nous en. Vous vous en.
Nous nous en what?
Nous nous en.
Some. How many words do we have? How many words do we have in a poetry? Je me suis plus past. How many words have I got if I'm adding an on? 4 plus past. The reason you don't like it is because je me suis, je m'en suis are the same number of syllables. They're the same number of syllables. When you've got nous, nous en, some, you're gaining syllables. Mike, what are all of these going to end with? The verb to be. They're all going to end with the verb to be. Go again.
Je m'en suis, tu t'en suis.
Je m'en suis.
Je m'en suis, tu t'en es, ils sont nés. Nous nous en. Je m'en suis, tu t'en es, ils sont nés. Nous nous en sommes. Vous vous en êtes. Ils sont.
Good. So there's an area of practice for you, isn't it? Okay. Now, let's use a verb where that could have been used together. So s'occuper de quelque chose. Getting rid of the de quelque chose. So we're going into so if I say poetry past, you think je me suis. If I say cluster past, the cluster is my word for the je, the me, and the en. So it's the reflexive pronoun plus the en. So give me the cluster past. I dealt with it using s'occuper. Up you go.
Je m'en suis occupé.
There you go. Cluster past. He got used to it. No, sorry, my mistake. Different time of verb. Cluster past. He dealt with it. Same again.
Ils sont nés occupés.
Lovely. So same as anything else. Don't even think of occupé until you've got the cluster out of the way. Give me the cluster
Yeah.
past for vous. Give me on its own the cluster past for vous.
For vous occuper.
No, don't even worry about the verb. Just give me the cluster past. Just literally give me the first bit without the auxiliary on it, without the.
Vous en êtes.
Vous vous en êtes. Good. Now give me. Yeah, same again. S'occuper de. So you got used. You looked after it.
Tu t'en es occupé.
No, but we're wrong. You've just given me vous vous en êtes. So stick with vous. So say you dealt with it. So the verb is s'occuper de quelque chose. You just give me the cluster past. Vous vous en êtes. Off you go.
Vous vous en êtes occupé.
Lovely. Great. Okay. Using the verb. What should we do? Se débarrasser de quelque chose. Se débarrasser de quelque chose. You got rid of something. Can you say for me? You got rid of some. You got rid of some. Cluster. You've just given me the cluster past. Vous vous en êtes. You've just given me vous vous en êtes. Okay.
Vous vous en êtes débarrassé.
That's it. Okay, so that would work. Right, next thing. Give me the pluperfect poetry past, the had. Je m'étais, tu t'étais, il s'était, nous nous étions, vous vous étiez, il s'était. Let me hear those.
Je m'étais, tu t'étais, il s'était, nous nous étions, vous vous étiez, il s'était.
Good, I'd now like you to clusterize them. Notice that the je m'en, the tu t'en, il s'en isn't going to change. Yeah, off you go. Because clusters don't go anywhere. Off you go.
Je m'en étais, tu t'en étais, il s'en était, nous nous en étions, vous vous en étiez, ils s'en étaient.
Lovely. I had gotten rid of it. Cluster pluperfect. Go.
Se débarrasser. I had.
So the verb is se débarrasser de. So I had gotten rid of it.
Yeah. I had gotten rid of it.
Mike, is this verb reflexive in French?
Yes.
Is it in the had tense?
Yeah.
And are we
So
using
je
it?
m'étais,
Yes, but of it.
je.
It means I'm not using the de quelque chose. So what's that going to be? Je m'en. So it's a cluster.
étais
That's it.
débarrassé. Je m'en étais débarrassé.
And again, smoothly.
Je m'en étais débarrassé.
Lovely. Right then, so je m'en étais débarrassé, tu t'en étais débarrassé, il s'en était débarrassé, whatever. So you practice these, so these roll off your mouth, right? Okay. While we're there with the je m'en, let's go to the I would have. So fine, the future's je m'en débarrasserai, je m'en occuperai, not to be dismissed, to be practiced, but they are essentially je m'en plus a verb of one single verb, isn't it? Okay. So to be practiced. So all of this falls in line with your playing with stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
That we've been doing. Your method to do more than one thing at one time. Go back to cluster. Je m'en suis débarrassé. Say I didn't get rid of it.
Je m'en suis pas débarrassé.
Is that the speed? Is that the speed you ultimately want to speak at in French, though?
No.
Go on then.
Je m'en suis pas débarrassé.
Is that still at the speed you want to speak at in French? No.
No.
Breathe in.
I'm happy with it.
Breathe in. Je m'en suis pas débarrassé. Go.
Je m'en suis pas débarrassé.
Lovely. So what are we doing here? We are facilitating. We are getting the mouth used to putting this stuff together. Okay.
Yeah.
Say I never. So il s'en est débarrassé. Okay. So cluster and I have to really keep trying not to say clusterfuck. Il s'en est débarrassé. Il s'en est débarrassé. Now, two other things here to bear in mind, and this goes for everything. When you've got this method going on, your obsession, your focus is entirely on the auxiliary. In spoken French, it isn't. Moi, je m'en suis débarrassé. You know, you don't stress the auxiliary. So you guys have got this going on here because you're learning, but don't stress the auxiliary quite so much. Great. Je m'en suis débarrassé. Say, I never got rid of it.
Je m'en suis jamais débarrassé. Je m'en suis jamais débarrassé.
Okay, I had never got rid of it.
Je m'en étais jamais débarrassé. Je m'en étais jamais débarrassé.
Okay, I would have never have gotten rid of it. You're going would have one, so that means you're going to have an auxiliary, which means what's different about an auxiliary? It means you're going to have a drop down after the auxiliary. Good, and we're in a verb which is reflexive. So, Mike, what is our conjugation with the auxiliary? Is it be or have?
B.
Good boy. Off you go. I would have never have gotten rid of it.
Oh shit, I'm not losing it. I would have never.
Pause. Stop going off the English. Stop going off the English.
Yeah.
You've got a cluster. That's it. Say
Yeah.
it again cleanly.
Je m'en serais jamais débarrassé.
Good. Are we happy with the speed? Breathe in.
Je m'en serais
Look at me,
jamais
look at me, look at me,
débarrassé.
look at me, look at me, look at me. Go.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Je m'en serais jamais débarrassé.
Okay, so do you see how relinquishing the visual, the
Yeah.
fucktardness happened? Okay, look at me.
Yeah.
Je m'en suis jamais débarrassé. Go on.
Je m'en suis. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Eyes on me. Go on. Je m'en suis jamais débarrassé. Go on.
Wasn't it je m'en serais?
Yes, I apologise. Yes,
Oui.
so je m'en serais jamais débarrassé. Yeah.
Je m'en serais jamais débarrassé.
Okay,
Je
good.
m'en serais jamais.
Good.
Je m'en
So
serais
what are
jamais
you
débarrassé.
doing here? What are we doing? We're fast forwarding. We're learning the
Yeah.
songs. We're learning the songs for all of this stuff. We're learning the songs so that when you then hear, you know, well, I would have dealt with it. Oh, mais je
Yeah.
m'en serais occupé. Okay, great. Lovely. Let's do some with E. What's the poetry? Oh, let's do one with reflexive and with the subjunctive.
Yeah.
So what is je me suis said in the subjunctive? Je me.
Je me sois.
Lovely. So just to warm up, say Luke is happy that I got washed.
Luc est content que je me sois lavé.
So you've just told me je me sois. Bang! It came straight out of your mouth as fast as anything. I just asked you to put it into a whole sentence. You weren't used to this song, so that went a bit poo. Go again then.
Yeah.
Luke's happy that I got washed.
Was that correct?
Yeah, but it was as tedious and as painful
Yeah.
as me basically plucking all your hair out with a pair of
Yeah.
tweezers going. So
Luc est content que je me sois lavé.
great, yeah. Luke est content que je me sois lavé. Lovely, okay, lovely. Luke is happy that I dealt with it using the verb s'occuper.
Luc est content que je m'en sois occupé.
Make it real, make it smooth.
Luc est content que je m'en sois occupé.
Lovely.
Luc est content que je me sois occupé.
Hang on,
Je m'en
no,
sois occupé.
no. Notice what happened. So you had the very smart thought. Hang on, s'occuper is a linker. S'occuper. So that probably means
Yeah.
it would be je me suis
Yeah.
occupé. You correct, but then in doing that, yeah, when I asked you to put the on in there, you just went je me suis occupé. You dropped the on. So this is the point of the lesson. We need to do multiple things. We don't need to think about doing multiple things. We need our mouth. In one sentence, if your mouth has not, at some time previously, said the combinations or similar combinations to what you are trying to say, how do you expect it to be able to do it at speed?
Tout en est sounded so weird to me.
How
Yeah,
do you
but no.
expect it to say it at speed? You will have never have done it. Right, next thing then. Let's do it with E. So this is when we are doing verbs that we are using se plus. No one's saying you can't use E without a reflexive. You know, je pense à toi. I'm thinking of the situation. J'y pense, j'y ai pensé, j'y aurais pensé, que j'y ai pensé, qu'il y ait pensé, subjunctive. You know, no one's saying you can't do this, but we're on about times when we're bringing in the reflexive and we're bringing in the E pronoun together. It isn't just geography. It's when you've got the prepositional use of a plus some stuff. It's the sister of de plus quelque chose becomes en in your pronoun. A plus quelque chose becomes e. All right, lovely. Good. And I'm working with a really capable girl at the moment, Lisa. Beautiful girl, lawyer, smart as anything, and really decent French. And she's just like, Luke, I just didn't realise this to this extent, and it is. It's a lot less well known. So you know, it's good to get in your mouth. You know, good. So off you go then. So give me your practice it. So go. Je me, tu te, il se, nous, vous, il se. Je me, tu te, ici. Actually, no, you've done that. So go into the poetry. Je me suis, tu t'es, il se, nous, nous sommes, vous, vous êtes, ils se sont. Then go down with the e's. So just actually screw the poetry. You've done it already. Just go straight with the e's in the past.
Je me, tu t'y, il s'y, nous y,
Yeah,
vous
but
y,
in the
il
past, which means I'm going to have the extra verb there as well now.
Oh, je me suis. Je